You ready? He's right in the back. Hey, David Barnes, are you willing to pray today? Okay. I'll call the meeting to order. All three commissioners are present. It was properly posted on June 15th, and our prayer and pledge will be led by Emergency Management Director David Barnes.
You would join me in prayer, please. Father God, we just thank you again for another day, another opportunity. We thank you for the blessings and the challenges that we will face today, Lord. Help us to face those in your strength, in your wisdom, and not of our own. Father, I pray for the elected officials, the appointed officials, department heads, all those in leadership, Father, here at Oklahoma County, as well as other places, that, Lord, you would just grant your wisdom. Help us to see things through your eyes, Father, and to respond in a manner that's pleasing to you. I pray for the proceedings here today, Lord, that you would just guide and protect and build a hedge about us, Father, that, Lord, again, we'd just be operating in a manner that's pleasing in your sight. We thank you for the opportunity to serve others. We pray as we look forward to the new fiscal year, Father, that we will see that as a fresh start. And Lord, we know you're the God of fresh starts. We thank you for that. Be with us today. And we ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 6th?
I'll move we approve our minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any individual consideration on the consent docket? If not, is there a motion?
I'll move we approve our consent docket.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And before we go forward with the rest of the agenda, call up item 63 while we have Mr. Prater here present from the district attorney.
Morning, Commissioners. On June 17th, David Hooten tendered his resignation. There was not an effective date on that resignation letter. Therefore, by operation of law, it became effective immediately. So therefore, that office is vacant. Pursuant to Title 26, because Mr. Hooten's term expires in 2025, the governor is to have called a special election within 30 days of the vacancy. So, and I'm aware that Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Mon has already sent a letter to the governor's office there in receipt of that, and so we're awaiting word as to when that special election will occur. Because Mr. Hooten has resigned, agenda item 63 is no longer necessary, and I would move or ask that you strike that.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Are you able to give us direction, and maybe this needs to happen separately after, as to what the process is for someone to fill that spot until the special election?
Well, actually, the statutes are pretty clear that there is not anyone who is appointed to fill that spot. Deputy Danny Lambert, because he was Mr. Hooten's first deputy, will be assuming the duties of the office and the administrative role of that position, but he does not fulfill the actual position of county clerk. So, and I believe there's already been a conversation that's been had with Mr. Lambert. I was not present for that, but I'm aware that one has occurred, and that's how you move forward. So it is actually a vacant position until the election is held.
Okay. I'll move to strike item 63.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I understand that item 27 you need to strike.
Keith.
Morning, Commissioners. Yes, sir. Item number 27 needs to be struck.
at this time. However, item number 28, this is another CPACE assessment contract. This particular property is at 215 East Campbell Street in Edmond, Oklahoma. It's a commercial office building project that they're going to be also adding multifamily residential with that, approximately about 50 units with some commercial. And the assessment items that are qualifying are for the entire building insulation, the HVAC system, also LED lights and plumbing systems, and really good news on this one, a PV solar radar system or solar system on the roof. So it's going to be a pretty cool one. So, and I recommend approval of that assessment contract.
I'll move we strike item 27.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And I move we approve item 28.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And I believe you have 29 as
Correct.
well?
Yes, ma'am. Item number 29 is property at First and Northwest 6th Street. This is actually the old Stowe's office warehouse building, and that's going to be where the Urban Agrarian and another apartment type office complement will be put together. Again, this will be a complete renovation and also just building of a new building. Again, this is where the CPACE comes into play. There's going to be the building resiliency for tornado proofing that building. And so that's going to be some good things with that, along with wall insulation, roofing insulation, and new plumbing system, and a new elevator and window systems. And I'd recommend approval of that assessment contract.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Quinn.
Okay, you have item 30?
Item 30 is the second phase of District 1's assistance with Jones Public Schools. For those of you who may not have ever been to Jones, it's a very fast-growing community, and their new early childhood center located right next to the elementary school. And this is phase 2. And I believe the school will be reimbursing the county in an amount not to exceed $124,287.19.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Items 31 and 32, I believe, are copiers, standard renewals. So I'll move approval on item 31.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And move approval on item 32.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
33 is our annual contract with Oklahoma City for Shine. You know, we just did this, but it's a new fiscal year, so it's the same contract, and we're re-upping it again. I'll move the item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
34 is also a copier lease. Move the item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I have a few items that are under me, but they're really just kind of because of what we're talking about with these lawsuits. And so this is a legal contract with Collins, Zorn, and Wagner Law Firm for one of the cases.
And just for refreshment, these are all cases involving innocents at the jail under the former operator, the former sheriff, right before the jail trust took over.
That's correct. You had just tasked me as to be the commissioner to go and get these contracts lined up. So that's why they're under District 2. Is there any questions? Is there a motion?
I'll move approval on item 35.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's the same again with 36.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Same again with 37.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Same again with 38.
Second. Oh, sorry.
Did you have a
Jumped the gun.
question?
No.
Okay. I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And same again with 39.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This is a lease agreement between the county commissioners and Vineyard, which is for where we are storing the Shine vehicles so that they're close to where we pick them up downtown. It's a terrific collaboration with Mr. Vineyard. He's got a building that's adequate, and we have been able to assist in cleaning up around the area. So he's really happy, and we get a great bargain on this rent. So if there are no other questions, I'll move the item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And this is with OSU on behalf of Oklahoma County Cooperative Services. So this could have been under them, but it's our annual contract lease agreement.
Okay, I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then the mutual cooperation agreement also with OSU Extension.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
District 3.
So I think as we all know, or for those of the viewing public that don't know, our longtime planning director at the county, Tyler Gammon, is retiring for 31 years as a director of the Oklahoma County Planning Department. He's done a fantastic job. I know because I think most of the planning things that have come through over the last few years have been in my district, and he does a great job. It is not an easy job to do, and there'll be big shoes to fill for him going there, but we wanted to do a resolution in Tyler's honor. So
Is Tyler's not here today, right? I think it is his first day of
I
retirement.
think it's actually his first day of retirement. So
Nice trick.
we-
Trying to bring him back.
yeah, I know. I asked him, I tried to get him to stay because he's done such a great job, but we did want to do a resolution, and I'll go ahead and read it real quick. Whereas Tyler Gammon has dedicated 31 years of service to the constituents of Oklahoma County, beginning his career as a director and face of the Oklahoma County Planning Department in 1991. And whereas Mr. Gammon has spent 3 decades in service to his country before beginning his labors at the county, retiring as a Chief Master Sergeant of the United States Air Force with various military decorations, including the Meritorious Service Medal and the Air Force Commendation Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters. And whereas his dedication to public service can be observed in his various accomplishments within the county, such as leading the way to successful updates of county zoning and subdivision regulations, acting as a vital member in the creation of the first Oklahoma County Master Plan, as well as in his facilitation of hundreds of Planning Commission and Board of Adjustment meetings. And whereas Mr. Gammon gave his time in a number of professional organizations and boards, including the American Planning Association, the Association of Central Oklahoma Governments, the Area-Wide Planning and Technical Advisory Committee, and the Intermodal Transportation Technical Committee. And whereas Tyler's colleagues in the planning department eagerly describe his high degree of ethical and moral behavior, natural leadership skills, encouraging demeanor, positivity even amidst the adversity involved in public service, and his ability to entertain the office with Tylerisms such as hot as a pepper pudding and 2 broke by a crippled crab a crutch. Let's try saying that 3 times fast. And whereas the elected officials and employees of Oklahoma County will greatly miss the kind and helpful presence of Mr. Gammon upon his upcoming retirement, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County hereby conveys this resolution in honor of Tyler Gammon for his 31 years of work as Director of the Oklahoma County Planning Department. I will move the item.
What was that? 2 broke to buy a crippled crab a crutch?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to remember that one.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I'll
So-
second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 It was great to be able to go to his retirement party the other day.
Yes.
And he had so many people there. We didn't get to get much chance, each of us, to visit with him, but he'll be missed.
Indeed.
All right. We now have Mr. Wilkerson.
I think, Mr. Wilkerson, on items, they're all items that were already approved by the Budget Board, and they're just renewals.
Correct.
So that's 44 through 51. Is that correct?
Correct. 51 has a change and 47 has a change. All the other ones do not have changes.
Okay. I guess we can take these in bulk?
Okay. Even if they have changes, we want to do them in bulk because Budget Board already heard these.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll move approval on items 44 through 51.
Second.
Do you need to include the change? Okay. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
John.
Thank you.
Excellent report. All right, Mr. Court Clerk.
Let's see. We have a 6-month contract from July 1st through December 31st. We could not encumber enough the entire year, but we do expect to have sufficient funds available to cover the last 6 months, and will be another contract before the BOCC before the end of the year.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
53.
All right, we, as they're building a warehouse where we store our records, it's 103,000 square feet. Basically, it's a one-year contract, $381,096, and has been approved by the DA's office.
Okay.
I have a question. Does statute say that we have to keep records forever, or is there a time
The
limit?
court clerk's office is a different animal. Basically, every time somebody pulls a record and looks at it, in some cases, we have several statutes that apply. So if someone pulls a record and looks at it, let's say like in the state case, they pull a record, they take a look at it, now that record has to be saved another 20 years, 10 years. It depends on what the statute says. We live by statutes, so we have to follow.
53.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Billingsley told me he was unable to be here today, but this is just a copier contract on item 54. Is there a motion?
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And this is their contract for case management software on item 55. It's a standard renewal also.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aaron, do you want to go through all these DA items?
If you'd like me to, it's up to you.
Are you able to tell us that we can take them in bulk because they are routine in nature?
They are renewals of existing contracts for the next fiscal year.
Okay, is there a motion for items 56 through 63?
Just a question first. Item 56 is exactly the same as last year?
I don't recall if the amount is exactly the same, but all the other terms would be.
Okay.
It would depend on where we are at in the litigation, where we were at in the litigation when we did the last contract, as to what services we're going to be expecting from the particular experts. We have a number of jury trials set coming up in the fall, and so rates had to be included for this fiscal year in the event these experts were needed for trial testimony. So that would be the difference in some of the amounts.
Okay, but on the first one, on 56, the terms are exactly the same except possibly the amount.
Correct.
And on the other ones, those are all involving ongoing litigation and various items or services needed in order to pursue those.
Correct.
Okay.
I'll move approval on items 56 through 62.
You don't want to
Second.
do 63?
Didn't we just strike?
We did.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
second.
Excuse me. You're right. All right. All in favor say, oh, you guys seconded
Yes,
that?
I second.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is there someone here from the election board? I thought there might be. Thank you for coming.
And so 64 and 65, I did not get those back in time. I do have them now, but we can just move those and strike them to next one.
Okay, so move to strike 64 and 65. Is there a motion?
So you don't want to defer them, you want to strike them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move to strike items 64 and 65.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And then 66 and 67 is just for our central file system maintenance renewal.
I'll move approval on items 66 and 67.
Second.
All in
And then
favor,
68. Sorry.
say 68 also.
Yeah, 68 is just the
Amend
same.
your motion.
Okay, I'll move approval on items 66, 67, and 68.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks for coming
Thank
down
you.
for that. Emergency management, Mr. Barnes.
Commissioners, this is a routine fire equipment agreement with the City of Bethany Fire Rescue.
I'll move it.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Mr. Trumbo?
Item 70 is, give you a little history on the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. You'd kind of ask for some summary of that. $1 trillion deal, so everybody gets excited about that. A lot of categories, though. A lot of stuff with broadband and dam safety and stuff that we don't really participate in. What we will get to participate in is a rural surface transportation grant program. And it's $300 million per year for 5 years. However, that is a nationwide contest. The feds have not decided yet whether it's going to be like $25 million projects. They won't go very far, so there's a lot of pushback from the smaller jurisdictions. They do have $600 $500,000 projects. So they haven't made a decision on which way they're going to go, or maybe something in between. What we're doing here locally through your CED, every CED is putting in like $24,000 so they can collect a pot of money to hire professional grant writers so that we might have a chance at winning some of this. I participated in this through the years. We don't do well against those East Coast cities and counties. They just have too much population and traffic count accidents, disadvantaged areas, that sort of thing that scores the points. So I think the professional grant writer is a good idea. How our projects might stack up statewide through that process, ACO process, I don't know how well we'll do at getting a project in the contest, but we're going to do our best to try to get that.
Okay.
On bridges, specifically, there's going to be an extra $14 million coming this year for bridges. That sounds like a lot of money, but when you divide it 77 ways, 77 counties, it doesn't really stack up to too much to get excited about. And then on roads, there's a lot of money just coming straight to ODOT. They're going to get $4 billion over 5 years, but they're running against a $7.5 billion backlog. So they may keep it all. They do have the potential to hand some down to the counties and the cities. I don't know if they haven't decided whether they're going to or not, last I heard. So if you get a chance to apply any pressure, we would like to have some handed down to us. They do have justification to keep it all. So I don't know how that's really going to go. And then the one category where we do have a decent shot, I think, it's a competitive grant. It's $100 million, but it's for new water infrastructure. And we really don't do that here. But if you would set up a rural water district out in the eastern part of the county, or you've got a new turnpike, I think you'd have a shot at getting or being competitive in something like that. But that'd be a new undertaking policy decision as to whether you guys wanted to pursue that or not. I would encourage you to think seriously about it for several reasons other than there's just a grant opportunity.
Okay.
Can you refresh our memory on what statutes talk about a rural water district?
I think we're maybe getting a little far afield here.
Okay, I'll talk to you after.
It is an interesting concept, but the main thing is that if we're having much of a prayer of getting anything like that, we better get this grant right in place.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And it's CED has approved it. We've put our money in. I think now we're waiting.
Yeah, the money came from the same pot like you guys got your 15,000 allocation this year. They just allocated the 24,000 to hiring the grant writer.
I'll move to receive the report.
Second.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
71.
Item 71 is a standard renewal for our copier and plotter.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
72 is an amended agreement for our project in front of Deer Creek High School. They just changed the funding slightly. They found some federal funds to put in, so they gave us federal funds that we didn't have. They reduced the amount of CERB funds they were going to put in. It's still on the July letting. We may still have to put up some local money depending how the bids come in. But it's a positive agenda item.
It is very much needed to alleviate traffic congestion and improve safety at one of the largest high schools in the county. And we are very, very glad that this is in place. And I want to thank Senator Greg Treat and Representative Cole Miller in particular for their efforts helping with this. So I am very happy to move this item.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Then item 73 is a bridge in District 1. I believe it's in Jones area. It's scheduled for the September letting, and our local match is $198,169. We'll take that from the CBRI fund.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, Christie, are you taking over today?
Item 74 is just a standard renewal with Stanley Systems for copier. Good morning, Commissioners. Item 74 is just a standard renewal for copier.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 75 is to recognize our June 22 BOCC Employees of the Month. So I'd like to ask Robin from Court Services Supervisor.
Good morning. Mr. Billingsley is not able to be here this morning, so it's my honor to read his nomination for the Employee of the Month. It's an honor to nominate Natalia Dalton, Pretrial Release Case Manager, as this month's BOCC Employee of the Month. Prior to Natalia joining Oklahoma County, she worked as a probation officer in New Mexico, where she served her community in the same fashion as she does now for Oklahoma County. She's been a case manager for 1 year and has taken all of her previous experience to hone her skills for Oklahoma County. During her time as a case manager, she's taken it upon herself to learn every facet of pretrial release, which allows her to assist with any duty in the office. Natalia has taken her prior training, education, and experience along with her new Oklahoma County experience to further assist the citizens she serves. Additionally, I have had the pleasure to observe Natalia daily as she communicates with her clients. Her expert communication skills allows her to immediately build a positive relationship with her clients. Those relationships built on trust allows her to provide the services necessary for her clients to be successful. Natalia is truly a pleasure to work with and is a greater pleasure to see her clients succeed. Therefore, I respectfully nominate Natalia Dalton to be recognized as this month's BOCC Employee of the Month.
If you'll wait for just a minute, we'll have one more.
Michael and Carla, if you would step up as well.
Good morning, and nominate Carla is starting her 4th year with the county and is the District 2 receiving officer. Over the last few months, she has been asked to assist with our meet and greets and run the open house for this year. That's an annual event at the District 2 yard. She was able to welcome and work with, coordinate our volunteers and perform as the lead with the project and her daily work with our constituents. We would like to give Carla the Employee of the Month for District 2. Thank you.
Before we take pictures, I want to say with Natalia, I know that she had to hold down the fort during some COVID times, and there was a time it was getting pretty thin over there. So I know it's still involved going and working from home, and we never had any disruptions. And that's a department I work with a lot because of Shine, and so I would know, and I appreciate how seamless it is. And it was just casually mentioned, our open house annual event at the yard is a huge undertaking, and Brandy has often helped us with that, but this year needed to be out of town, and so Carla really stepped up and did an extraordinary effort. Really had one of our biggest crowds we've ever had, and there were no hiccups with that. So all the details that are many were all just right on track. So my thanks to Carla. I appreciate you doing that. And Natalia, congratulations. And I think we want both of you ladies to come forward for a photo, if you would.
This one works over here.
So, commissioners, I'm gonna ring a bell here. Today is also Gabriel's last day for BOCC. So if you guys can hang out so he could take a picture with you afterwards. Uno más fina, please. One more. All right, thank you.
And for those who don't know, Gabriel has been with District 3 since I was elected and is recently taking a job as a curriculum development director at Bishop McGinnis High School. So we wish him
Congratulations.
all the best.
Okay, Christie, back on, so did we do a motion on 75? Let's
Not
move
yet.
to approve those.
I'll move approval on item 75.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now 76.
76 is a standard renewal for McBride drug testing services.
I'll move approval.
Second.
77 is a standard renewal for workers' compensation CBR.
I'll move approval.
Second. I think we need to take the votes on those, right?
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And 78 is, again, a standard renewal for legal services for defense of work comp claims.
I don't know about those guys. I'm just kidding.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Jamie?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Item 79 is a standard renewal for education services, Oklahoma City Public Schools for detention youth.
And I still can't talk you out of sticking around longer.
Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and I want to say on behalf of the whole county, Dane, we're so sorry about the loss of your mom. And I know we haven't had a chance really to visit, but our condolences. And you have items 80 through 82.
Are these just standard renewals?
80 is Rimini Street, that's Oracle support.
I'll move approval on item 80.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And then 81 looks like a copier.
Yeah, is it Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley, that's our copier.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. 80.
And then 82 is a scanner in the DA's office, I believe.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. Policy and governance, Michael?
Commissioners, item 83 is the contract renewal with the Accenture, and they are here if you have any questions. That contract is not to exceed $1,896,000.
Who's here from Accenture? Okay. Okay. Hi. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I just want to make sure this is public on the record that, and this might be the case for the other commissioners as well, that when I'm out in the community, I get a lot of questions as to why we're not spending the money as quickly as we could. So I do just want to publicly say that I'd like to see us move a little bit faster. And I know that we have to go we have to follow certain procedures and things like that, but I would like to see us move a little bit faster in figuring out, maybe not even spending the money, but figuring out what our plan is so that we can communicate that to the public.
understood, and if I may, Commissioner, so right now, the Policy and Governance Committee approved us doing the internal process with your departments. And that's what we're clearing now to see what those needs are and what those totals are and running those through the final rule. And that's what's been approved. And so that's what we're working on at the
Okay.
moment. So, and we presented last week at the Policy and Governance, some
Okay.
of those, we're going through the clearing of those. Once those are done, then it would be in your hands as to whether or not to allocate those monies or turn out toward the community for other allocations or anything along those
Okay.
lines.
So it would be most helpful for you all if Policy and Governance was ready to give you authority to go out in the community and figure out needs out in the community, that you're saying you want some authority and some direction from
We're
Policy
here
and
to do the
Governance.
wishes of the Oklahoma County Commission, whatever that
Okay.
is. And so right now, what we've been authorized to do is only internal.
Okay.
The platform that we have certainly could be used externally for groups. It could be used for communities, cities, municipal locations in Oklahoma County. But the only authorization we have from the P&G committee is internal
Okay.
and into the departments.
Okay.
Well, and just to echo what Commissioner Bloomer said, there are folks that are wanting to know where we're at in the process. And my understanding has been that we were going to fix, do things in our own wheelhouse first,
Right.
the things that nobody else is going to fund.
Right.
And that's what's before us really today. And that process is somewhat,
It's ongoing.
ongoing, but well advanced on that
Yes,
part.
I would say, Commissioner, where we are is when your departments came in, there were a small percentage of requests that were absolute, what I would call
You think
green.
we've gone too far, Aaron? I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry, we're getting far afield on the for agenda items. So, but anyway, appreciate the discussion. And,
But to answer your question, yes.
Okay.
All right, is there a motion to approve this contract?
Okay. I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you for being
Chris.
here.
Thank you all.
All right, so items 84 through 87 are just that, some dollars that we did recommend for approval to be moved into cost centers in the July budget board. So item 84 is for $1,008,441.26, covering some refundable items for our health and benefits.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 85 is $525,000. The sheriff's office, let me get my thoughts together here.
Anderson standing up.
They're for reimbursement items. Oh, yeah, okay. It helps with the HVAC and the Midwest City substation.
And this is reimbursement just from, I'm blanking on
It's
from
ARPA.
reserve.
No, this is from ARPA, right?
This is from the ARPA dollars that would be moved into that cost center in the July budget board meeting.
Okay. We did approve this in budget board. Is that what you just said?
Well, no, this will be, once this is approved by Board of County Commissioners, we'll take it to the budget board to ask them, it's a procedural event, we move it to a work center, cost center within the ARPA funds.
Okay. Recommendation bills a year.
Joe, did you have something else you wanted to say about? Okay.
I don't think this is a reimbursement.
Yeah, the term reimbursement is kind of misleading. We're asking for ARPA money for this project where we don't anticipate paying for it and then reimbursing it with ARPA money. So,
And can you use the mic to say the project one more time? You
yes,
said heat and
it's
air?
the heat and air filtration, air quality,
Okay.
significant air quality upgrade for our Midwest City substation, which
Okay,
houses our
I remember
control.
this now. Okay. So Mr. Taylor, you were saying the cost center has not been created yet. We're just voting to allocate the money, and budget board will need to create the cost center.
Once the Board of County Commissioners approve any spending out of ARPA, then we go to budget board
Okay.
and create a works
Okay.
funding cost center.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
Okay.
I'll move approval on item 85.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 86 is for $18,125. And I believe this is from the Juvenile Bureau. A portion of it is reimbursement, and then a portion of it is anticipated for this year. Is that? Oh, for COVID testing, yes.
Okay. I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And item 87 is for $5,437, and that is for the county clerk, and I believe that's reimbursement for COVID testing as well.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, do we have a baby report? Still no?
No, not yet. I've been watching my phone and nothing yet. So.
Just for those who don't know, the sheriff is expecting the delivery of his fourth child today. Okay, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, number 88, or actually 88 through 94, I believe is the last one. Turn the page. Are all renewals of existing agreements, contracts.
Are you okay with us taking them up together?
I am.
Okay.
Absolutely, if you are.
I'll move approval on items 89 through 94.
You want 88?
I'm sorry, I'll move approval on items 88 through 94.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Excellent. All right. Christy.
Good morning. We have items 95 through 99. They're all renewals. Do we want to take them one at a time?
We can probably do them in bulk. They're no change renewals or?
No change renewals.
Okay.
I'm glad to see the Daily Living Centers on here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent work. All right. Is there any other questions?
I'll
And
move. I'm sorry.
Item 95 is Cardinal House Respite Care.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we don't have to rebid those every year, is that correct?
We have the ability to renew or to go back out either way.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I'll move items 95 through 99.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you, Christy.
Thank you. Mr. Treasurer.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item number 100 is the annual distribution off of our financial statement and filing the financial statement out of the resale property account. This year, after accounting for the anticipated budget for the next fiscal year, we have $5,100,428.73 that we recommending to be distributed. Keeping in mind that any excess out of the resale property is to be distributed a third to cities, a third to schools, and a third to county. And so the schools, the cities, and the county will each receive roughly $1.7 million out of the excess proceeds in here. So with that, I would recommend that you would approve.
Just out of curiosity, how does that total figure compare to prior years? It's up, right?
Okay, it's actually down a little
This
bit
year?
from last year.
Okay.
I guess taxpayers were a little more paying on time this year.
Well, that's good.
That is good. That's a good thing.
And you don't necessarily, or we don't have authority over once that 1.7 million is given to cities and schools,
No.
how they use that.
We do not.
Okay.
We do not. It goes out, and I'm always behind on this. I think the schools is ADA, and I know the cities are population.
Okay.
So, of course, out of the 1.7 that goes to cities, vast majority, a significant amount of it goes to Oklahoma City.
Okay.
But no, you are correct. Once that goes to their general fund, then that's their money.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Do I need to approve or is it just move to receive? I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Commissioners, items number 101 through 120 are all the annual investment policies, and in each instance, it directs that the investment of a particular fund, any interest earnings then go back to that said fund. And again, recommend if you would take items 101 through 120 in one motion.
I'll go ahead and move items 101 through 120.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 121 is the people in the county treasurer's office who will be authorized to open, maintain, and invest the accounts of the county treasurer of Oklahoma County, and then it stipulates which one they're down there. And the people who will be allowed to do that will be myself, Mark Cycle, the Chief of Investments, Christy Miller, the Controller, Patricia Scott, Assistant Investment Supervisor.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 122 is another investment resolution, and this is for our employee benefit fund.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
123, 124. Let me back up just a second. Okay, 123. This is the allocation general fund interest to your highway cash.
Well, very important.
Yes, it is.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
124 is same for sheriff service fee fund.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
125 is for the sheriff's special revenue fund. Interest stays with the fund.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And item 126 is our investment policy and guidelines that are required to come across your board on an annual basis.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
127, same for the defined benefit retirement system with the advice and consent of the retirement board.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
128 says all interest earned from investments of county funds to the general fund, with exception of those accounts that are already been approved by you where the interest goes to, such as road funds where the interest goes to that fund. Anything that's left over that's not picked up and stipulated, then this stipulates that it will be invested, and any interest from that will go to the county general fund.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 129 is our resolution where we try to pick up every financial institution within Oklahoma County to be designated as official depository. That's required before we could buy any CDs from that particular entity. And hopefully we've got all of them picked up, and Mark does a fine job on that, and I'm sure we do.
What's the difference between this and 130?
I don't know, I haven't read 130. Just a minute.
Yeah, there's one digit difference for the resolution, but other than that, I don't see any.
That's because there are so many there, we break it into two items, right?
Oh, good.
They both
Okay.
are the same. Thank you.
Okay.
So in fact, would recommend you take thanks, Mark, that you take items 129 and 130 together.
Can you explain that one more time?
Okay, these are the official depositories. And because there are so many of them within the county that where by statute, upon your approval of the resolution, we can invest county money in it. But what Mark does is he breaks it in to two separate resolutions because there are so many on there.
Okay.
And so both resolutions, as was pointed out by Commissioner Calvey, they do the same thing. It's just that they're different names on each resolutions.
Okay.
I'll move 129 and 130.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the next one, 131, is our cash fund. Our change funds. And we're asking for one change fund up to $500 and then four with $250.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
132, this is our repo agreement where we're allowed to ensure that we have every penny invested overnight. And so this is the overnight investments in repos. And incidentally, we do keep every penny that the county has is invested 24 hours a day. Doesn't make much, but it is invested.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 133 is a resolution that designates Bank of Oklahoma as the official designee for processing tax payments under the lockbox services. This is a process that goes incredibly well, and with several in excess of 100,000 individual payments coming in, well in excess, the lockbox is an absolute must-have.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I almost voted with you. I'm surprised I haven't. 134, authorized the escrow interest earned on the tax protest funds for the common school fund pending a court of competent jurisdiction. And that is, again, in the determination of entitled of said interest. Those under the tax protest funds, the courts get involved in that, and in some instances, not all of the interest, the court may decide where that interest is to go. And so that's what this is, and the interest then would be invested in accordance with the court rulings.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And finally, 135, bank fee agreement between J.P. Morgan Chase and the county.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, commissioners. You're just a delightful bunch to work with.
Likewise.
Thank you for recognizing that.
I would also like to recognize Christy got here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we need to go back to the front.
Yes.
We skipped some at the front.
Claims and such.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, I think we stopped. I think we need to go to item 3. 2? Okay.
Okay. Item 2, is there a motion to approve the claims?
I'll move we approve our claims.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Chantel, the P card is just the statement. Okay.
Okay. I'll move approval on item 3.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And there's a lease contract with a copier.
I'll move the item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opening of the bids. Amber.
I'm going to go back to my old spot, but you guys, I don't really like the podium. We have 2 bids this morning. The first one is CW 23025-1, and that's for highway materials countywide. Ross Company, Asphalt Products Incorporated, PNC Asphalt Materials, Ergon Asphalt and Emulsions Inc., Tri-City Seal Company Incorporated, Paving Materials Incorporated, Silver Star Construction, TJ Campbell Construction Company, Atlas Paving Company, Brown Transportation, A&A Trucking Incorporated, General Materials Incorporated, Haskell Lemon Construction Company, Smithy Environmental Services, Oklahoma Cement Solutions, Martin Marietta Materials, Vance Brothers, DeLacy Brothers, and the second bid is CW 23087. This is for carpet and flooring installation countywide. Floor Source LLC. And Andico Flooring and Blinds LLC. And that concludes the bids.
I'll move they be tabulated and returned.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there any change to the blanket? Is there a motion?
I'll move approval on our blanket purchase orders.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there now a motion to recess? And there's no citizens signed up to speak, right? No one wishes to speak before we go into executive session.
Move we recess into executive session.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ready? Okay, is there a motion to return to regular session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I'll move to receive the report on item 141.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Move to strike 142.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On 143, I'd move that we reject mediation.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On 144, move to defer to next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
145, I would move that we recognize the requested recusal by the district attorney's office, and that we authorize Chairman Mon to seek outside counsel to represent the county.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Commissioner comments, District 1? 2, 3.
Just praying for Tommy and Amanda. The baby coming out, though, I guess nobody's gotten word yet. Always a blessed occasion. Having been there 7 times myself, I know. And other than that, stay cool out there.
Okay, any other citizens who wish to speak? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, ready? I'll call the PBA together. All 3 trustees are present. It was posted on June 15th. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 6th?
I'll move we approve our minutes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve the claims?
I'll move we approve our claims.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 3 is a lease agreement with Michael Brogan, attorney at law.
This is a lease renewal for him.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Is it the same
Yes.
lease amount from last?
No,
fiscal
there's a
year?
slight increase
Slight
of
increase.
2% that was voted on. So that lease is subject to that increase.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 4 is a like agenda item for Jerry Freeland.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 5 is a new prospective tenant, Michael Washington. He'd like some space in the Investors Capital Building as well.
I'll move approval.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, 6, the reported fees for May.
Move to receive.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
7 is the Metro parking reported fees.
Move to receive.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 8 is to appropriate receipts in the amount of $254,169.79 into PBA reserve.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 9 is an appropriation into the salary account to finish out this year for the Lincoln property.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
4 new parking spaces.
Is my memory correct that July 1st, do we have to approve all the, re-up all the parking spaces? Or is that not correct?
We've not done that in the past, but we should, I suppose. That's subject to change monthly.
Okay.
We have people that come and go.
Okay. I'll move approval on the 4 contracts in item 10.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 11 is an agenda item for the cancellation of a contract construction contract in the amount of $1,802,000 between the PBA and Landmark Construction Group LLC for work to be done on the ICB exterior. This contract was executed August 26th of 2020. Since that time, we've had a stalled effort. The scope of work has changed, various problems that we've tried to sort out. The contractor, Landmark, is asking that we cancel this contract. DA Civil has put together a release agreement for us, and I would ask that we cancel the contract subject to execution of this release.
Is this related to the executive session item?
Yes, in the event.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's defer it until after executive session.
Or,
Okay.
yeah, we'll wait to take action afterwards.
Okay.
12, this is just the land earth reports for April.
I'll move to receive.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now, is there a motion to recess into executive session?
I'll move we recess.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ready? All right, is there a motion to return to regular session?
I'll move we return.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there action on item 14?
I think that's just.
No action?
Yeah, I don't think we need to take action on that one. It's on
Item 11.
item 11.
I'll move that we approve the cancellation of this contract.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Then on 14,
I don't know that we need to take any action.
any citizens to be heard for the PBA? Any board comments? I do have one announcement from the sheriff that baby girl Navy Mae Johnson has arrived and she is gorgeous.
Ah, congratulations.
Okay. Any new business? Other than that, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.